Welcome back, Commander Scrap to Lectors. Today we got another epic yet the most chaotic game beyond all reason coming your way. Friends, today we got a bit of a 2v2 and a high ranking one at that. Today the players are going to be battling not for money but for pride, and it's on the line. Just like you should be smashing that like button and subscribing because it's on the line as well. And I hope this video just, well, makes your day a little bit better. Anyways, let's introduce our players. As today, doing a 2v2 and not an 8v8. Gandalf the Swole. On the top side of the map, 25 open skill. Looking to deny any scouts coming in from his opponent, Cat the Vat. As these two rovers, well microed, get a massive pick. But with that grunt there, locking down his location, no more casualties should be on the way. His teammate, though, at the bottom of the map, Soy Boy 64, going for the biggest rat place I've ever seen. On top of the mountain, he does have the high ground. Our boy Obi-Wan Kenobi would be proud. But here we have a difference of strategies. On the right-hand flank, we have Verd Plus and Kate the Vat spawning relatively close to each other. What does this mean for the gameplay as the map continues to develop? 1. The metal extractors each player has is definitely going to differ depending on how they spawn. Red team has more metal extractors at their location. The only major downside, well, they're not near each other. They're very far away. Therefore, support would be quite hard to come by. But Soy Boy opening with a cheese among cheese. A quick yet firm heavy transport into the middle of the map here. Looking to cement himself on this little chokehold, trying to prevent any run-bys and reduce that problem of being well apart. This could come to bite them later as the match goes on, and Blue's able to swing down and easily deny Soy Boy the 1v1 against Green. But the one major advantage is, well, Gandalf, or Gandalf as his name is called, has access to a plethora of metal extractors throughout the northern side. And each team, well, they don't want to lose their units right now, so they're playing relatively passive. These are both experienced players, and they understand one wrong misstep, one wrong micro move, well, the game would be over, as Reclaim, especially in these higher ranked games and lower player counts, play an even bigger role. Because if the player throws their army into the dumpster, the other player is able to eat that like a 5-star buffet. Well, that's a lot of metal in their bank account. That's why we see such respect being dished out from both sides. They don't want to make the first move. They don't want to make the throw that completely opens up the game. But something that is opening up a window of opportunity is this rover. One metal extractor getting sniped down. Amazing little waypoints here. This man's doing loop-de-loops to make sure he doesn't actually have to click on this thing again and just let it continuously kill metal extractors. That's something I've never thought about, and this man is showing us why. Cat the Vat, the top ranked player. As the map continues to develop, the split strategy is actually paying off, as they're able to, well, get more metal extractors, in my opinion, more easily. And they haven't tried the 2v1 each side yet. The early heavy transport and setting down these two light laser towers has stopped a lot of the aggression I believe we would have seen. We could see a massive team fight though shaping up as the game continues to evolve. We're now 6 minutes in, and there's barely been any wreckages, any bloodshed. Both teams are looking to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and I guess we'll have to see who breaks it first. The Laster, the missile truck, is now out on the board, looking for a siege, looking for a long drawn out battle. That's what I see when I see lashers hitting the field. But the grunts, they smell blood, they smell a run by, and will they achieve it? The commander sitting strong, the lashers firing away, and first blood has been claimed, and oh, it's a horror. Don't worry, you're not dreaming. It's not a nightmare. You're just watching one of the biggest throws of the lifetime. as that army got completely swept up. Cat the Vat is going to be eating good tonight. Couple hundred metal just got donated over. Though that might not seem like a lot in the grand scheme of things, but in a game like this, every piece of scrap matters. Because that will allow you to exponentially scale. And if you get into the point where you're further ahead, you can definitely, sit back, relax, and go tier 2. Tier 2 is very strong, very profitable. As the map continues to stay at basically a stalemate, Green finally decides to put the pedal to the metal and diving straight in. But not a good trade. He gets one metal extractor, but loses a vast majority of his grunts there. But he does have access to the reclaim field, but more importantly, the strategic position of holding the choke point. Now that he has the choke point under his control and the massive field, well, he has two choices. Either continue to scale, eco up, or look to push his advantage further. Something we see Blue doing right now is he's looking to poke and prawn at the yellow defenses. Blasters shooting away, shelling at the turrets. But the construction turrets are here and they quickly can repair up your structures, well, for the very low price of $0. That's what I call a bargain. If we take a look at each team's eco, we see once again we are on a no win map. Low win, 14 wins. That's why we see the players going to such heavy solars. Something that Blue's been doing, I think doing a phenomenal job, is getting the tidal generators here. It's giving him a lot of energy. We don't see Red Team doing this though. Perhaps either A, he didn't think about it, or more likely he might not think it's good. As certain players definitely think energy is better in certain ways. I personally love going for the solar energy converters. These things right here, solar collectors, very good in my opinion at getting a consistent form of energy, especially on lower wind maps like this one, as they have a constant output, which is just massive for not only reliability, as when the wind takes a hit, well, it can devastate your economy, especially if it's during a fight or a pivotal moment. And because of that, I've always been the fan of that juicy solar collector. But Cat the Vat got caught lacking, and a commander snipe goes down. But in return, it explodes half of Yellow's army, and I believe that is definitely a good trade for Blue. As the remaining Blue army looks to sweep in, they call him the janitor, as this man just took out the trash called the thugs from the Swole's army. Now that battle was big and massive, but now the issue arises, who gets the reclaim? This is the thought everyone always has to ask themselves when playing Beyond All Reason. If I fight in this location, if I fight here, can I get the medal back? And it looks like Gain the Swole is looking to put the pedal to the metal and fight tooth and nail to get this metal field. Bringing in his commander, the thugs shelling away, looking to kite the tier 1 armada. D-guns flying. It connects. Do we see another connection? He's looking for it. No, just trading blows, using the commander for its raw, unfiltered DPS. No one's touched the reclaim field yet. Two grave robbers looking to suck the field dry. It's a 5-star all-you-can-eat metal buffet, and he's eating good tonight. My man's about to be putting on the pounds left and right. The Stoots forced him back. Good micro. Grave robbers extremely squishy. So one wrong move and his reclaim plan could go out the window. D got a massive 3 kills. Make it 4, but the commander's about to fall. Not in the... Oh... 0% HP. If that went up, he would have lost his whole army, completely changing the northern flank. But that man didn't even flinch, as he would say, calculated. As the northern flank is all but won for Gandalf the Swole. Let's head down to the southern part of the map. As well, we've given this no love. The battle raging in the south has completely blown open. as Virtus Plus is starting to win this fight hard. Grunt v grunt violence. When will it end? Something that is a problem is a commander trait could end the game, folks, as blue team only has one. So boy sees the opportunity, looking to sneak in as his flank is completely gone. This is the heroic play that could completely change the game. His side gone dusted, but he does have hope. The commander has been spotted. Has he noticed? It's cloaked. Calm bombing. Looking to get an explosion. A 1-for-1 trade in the game could end. 50% remains on plus, surviving it with absolute ease. That was a devastating play. Each side has lost respectively. South in favor of blue. Red dominating the northern flank. Now it becomes a game of who can deal the most damage the fastest. The grunt push from the south, looking to devastate the economy from yellow. Major issue here is, well, yellow has no access to green's economy yet. He has no access to change the game. The fact that blue has gone into tier 2 means he's an absolute powerhouse still. All he has to do is stem the bleeding, stop the game from ending, and he will win. He will bring the comeback that we all need and love. I'm a red team enjoyer, what else can I say? But blue, they're looking to make this one a swift victory, as this man has nothing left but despair, death. One laser turret, one guard tower defending the homeland as the grunts are rallied in one by one. Witness them, brother, as they are farmed live like wheat in Minecraft, getting absolutely juiced up. A turret's such a high promotion. 3 silver stars. That's the highest defense I have personally ever seen in the entire game, decimating a good portion of green army. Sadly, the rest of red was just not there. It was just not locked in. What was once a red victory has now slipped through their fingertips, crumbled away like the cookie I had this morning. Absolutely delicious, by the way. Red transferring all his remaining metal extractors over to his yellow teammate, praying to the Lord, Zgain Dolph the Swole, to bring it back. But I'm going to keep it 100, boys. It's not looking good. The map is heavily in favor of the blue side. The thugs are marching on, but with tier 2 in blue's pocket means he's still a contender. The grunts pushing in relentlessly, trying to put on the aggression. But hey, he doesn't want to throw. He doesn't want to make a mistake. He's looking to pull it back, relax, and take a nice cup of coffee. But on the left flank, though, a massive push. We have 54 grunts in total. This is the spam of tier 1. 185 grunts on the field for our green commander. And it's just never ending like ants. They're just everywhere. They get in everything and they eat my watermelon. That is some messed up crap, man. As red team deciding on what they should do. What is the best course of action? I think at this point they have to quickly hit the /FF button as the grunts are rolling in, devastating the backline. A man is already dead, and the next nail of the coffin is getting hammered in, one grunt at a time. Metal extractors falling left and right. The man believes he can make the comeback. His heroic push of the grunts on the southern flank. The thugs push strong, push valiantly, but the economy is just too much for them to bear. The deficit between energy and metal per second is skyrocketing through the stratosphere. But he's not giving up. The commander gained off the Swole at the top side of the map, looking to make his final stand. A glorious battle. With the tier 2 is knocking. Mix that in with the pawn armada behind. This man's about to become a metal sandwich. The Tigers shelling away, firing deep into yellow territory, shredding through the thugs like a hot knife through butter. Absolute despair rains down on yellow's commander's hopes and dreams, getting crushed under the weight of his own teammates' failures in the south. Tigers now find the prey. Gain the swole, about to fall. The final commander gets sniped. GG well played comes out, and what an absolute game. If you guys are new here, please like, subscribe. With that, hope you guys all have a fantastic